New this morning, fire investigators are trying to figure out what started a fire inside a South Fargo duplex Thursday night, killing 2 pets inside. Fire crews were called around 9 p.m. to the 1700 block of 20th Avenue South to find a home filled with smoke, but no fire. According to officials, the homeowner had actually just returned from work and found thick black smoke in their home. Unfortunately, his 2 dogs died. At this time, officials say the fire burned itself out, but the cause of that fire is still under investigation. Coming up on 4:32, let's get a check of that First Alert Storm Team forecast on this Friday morning as we are still waiting for that warm up. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning. We're working on it here, and yesterday it turned out to be a pretty nice day. Temperatures got back into the 40s in a lot of spots, and we saw that sunshine for much of the day as well. Here's a look at your highs from yesterday. We got to 45 degrees in Fargo and in Wahpeton, still running about 10 degrees below average, but better than the day before, so we just keep building off of that. 41 in Grand Forks, some of us into the 30s to start off, or rather to end the day yesterday up in the Northern Valley. Now, to start off today, we're seeing those temperatures back into the 20s. It's 25 degrees in Fargo, 26 in Grand Forks, it's 21 in Fosston, and 23 in Park Rapids. So no teens on the map, though a couple of us are pretty close to that right now. A look at your wind speeds. We are seeing some low winds right now, and it's turning more southerly or southwesterly. The wind will start to pick up today. That's going to become more of an issue, but it's that warming wind that'll help us along here to return back to average. Here's a look at your visibility. Good visibility showing up here throughout the valley. Not much to talk about as far as that snow is concerned, but we do want to talk about what's going on to our south and east. Yet again, Chicago getting hit by some snow right now. They've got some winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories in other parts of the Midwest right now. So we're missing that big storm yet again to begin our morning. Here's a look at your hour-by-hour planner. So today, warming things up. We'll see temperatures that end up getting into the 30s by the time we get into the mid-morning, and lots of sun, and that southwesterly breeze will be bringing us temperatures back into the 40s by the time we get into the lunch hour. And heading into the afternoon, here we go. We've got a stronger wind. You can see it starting to, a bunch of arrows starting to show up on the map there, indicating some stronger wind gusts. But we'll see that help us into temperatures into the mid-40s all the way up to about 50 degrees for your highs today, including in Fargo, with mostly sunny skies into the evening. Gusts getting into the 20s at times, though, once again, as we head into the afternoons, it might get a little blustery. Heading into this evening, we'll start to see more clouds build in as we head into this late night hour, 10 o'clock on your map here. You can see that the wind gets even stronger as the front approaches. We're looking at a 30-mile-per-hour gust at that point. And here comes that potential for a couple of drops of rain or a little bit of sprinkle activity into early Saturday morning as that front passes through. So once that clears, we're looking at some winds that are going to be on the strong side on Saturday, but hopefully not seeing much of this anymore. This is a frosty window, the sunrise yesterday in Roseau. Thanks, Karen, for sharing that photo. And your temperatures over the next 7 days looking so much better than it was a week ago. We've got 50s, even some 60s in the 7-day planner. So we're getting there today. We finally hit 50.
Okay, thank you, Lisa. Ready for that warm up. Thank you. LM Wind Power and the city of Grand Forks are doing what they can to contain an outbreak of COVID-19 after multiple employees tested positive earlier this week. The plant is closed for cleaning, and a drive-through testing site popped up yesterday, asking those who may have been exposed to the virus to get tested. According to the city of Grand Forks, 424 people got tested. The North Dakota National Guard was also on scene assisting with the effort. They say they're also collecting samples from employees who aren't showing symptoms for research purposes.
That will help our scientists make some determinations on how much more testing we do and other places that we may look at to do additional testing throughout the state.
All these tests will go to the North Dakota State Medical Lab in Bismarck, with results becoming available in 72 hours. LM Wind Power's parent company, GE, says its #1 priority is employee safety. The company also says it's supporting those who have tested positive and are taking the necessary precautions to stop the spread. There are now 9 confirmed cases of COVID-19 at Northwood Sales in Horace. The egg supply company's plant manager says they voluntarily shut down for 24 hours last Thursday to be professionally disinfected and have since reopened. Northwood officials say the plant continues to clean the facility daily. Employee temperatures are taken as they arrive for work, and social distancing is encouraged while at the plant. 28 more people tested positive with COVID-19 in North Dakota compared to yesterday. 13 of those cases were people under the age of 40. 21 people have recovered compared to Wednesday. The state's death toll remains at 9. Minnesota is reporting a jump in COVID-19 cases with 103 new cases reported. That brings the total to 1,912. The death toll increased by 7 for a total of 94 people. 213 people are in the hospital. 103 of them are in the ICU. But more than half of the total cases have now recovered. The state lists 1,020 people as recovered. Governor Tim Walz is among 7 Midwestern governors to form a regional pact that will coordinate when to reopen their respective economies. Similar pacts were made earlier this week in the Northeast and on the West Coast. Thursday's announcement covers Minnesota, Michigan, Ohio, Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, and also Kentucky. The governors say they will work with experts and take a fact-based, data-driven approach to reopening our economy in a way that protects families from the spread of COVID-19. Altogether, these 17 states covered by the 3 pacts are home to nearly half of the country's population. And while bars and restaurants are closed because of COVID-19, customers in Minnesota might be able to buy some alcohol with their takeout as soon as this weekend. The State House of Representatives is expected to approve selling wine and beer with takeout orders at local restaurants. This comes after the bill was passed in the Senate yesterday. Struggling restaurants have been asking for the option, saying it would help them get revenue from their existing inventory.
This bill today is really a jobs bill. It's a bill that will protect the remaining jobs that we have in the restaurant and industry, but also hopefully provide an avenue to hire back some of the lost jobs.
The governor has said he will sign it immediately. That means people could buy bottled beer and wine, but not cocktails, as soon as this weekend. This is for takeout, not delivery. A new audit says data errors in a state computer system designed to streamline enrollment for Medicaid and Minnesota Care has cost the state $76 million in federal funding. The Office of the Legislative Auditor says the state needs to do a better job preventing errors caused by the system and should better monitor who has access to this sensitive data. The Star Tribune reports that the system, known as Minnesota Eligibility Technology System, has cost $432 million since it was launched in late 2013. It was used by county and tribal workers who enroll people for the Medicaid program that covers 1.1 million Minnesotans. A popular bridge across the Red River in the Northern Valley is back open after the spring flood. The Sorley Bridge between Grand Forks and East Grand Forks reopened after inspections by state transportation officials in both states. There are some load limits in place, though, for oversized vehicles and farm equipment. Grand Forks Mayor Michael Brown also reopened the city's greenway, but is warning people to watch out for debris removal and cleaning.